around the time he bought the drugs, who he bought the drugs from, because also that lady is actually in jail for selling him the drugs that he died on. The reality of it is, I didn't kill the man.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your post notification bell. This video is an update about Amora Lex. It's why she's accused of unaliving her ex-boyfriend or fiance, and also why her children were given to CPS previously. Amora stated that her and her ex-mother-in-law had a rocky relationship, and at the time that her fiance had an overdose, she sent in some information, a message stating that she wished she was dead, and things around that. So that's why her mother-in-law thinks that she was the cause of him getting an overdose, but he actually did it by himself. She also went to trial and it was dismissed. To the second question, that same mother-in-law always called CPS on her. So that was the reason why her children were were taken by CPS previously. And she had a best friend they had a little disagreement, and that best friend called CPS on her. So those are the reason why her children were in CPS previously, but this last time she actually gave the children up to CPS. I'm going to let you hear her say these things out of her own mouth on this video. One thing I want to say about Amora's children, if she doesn't decide to get those children back in time, they're going to resent her. And I know it's her business to do whatever she wants to do. Now she has this freedom, but I see her everywhere in all types of interviews. Like, what is the purpose? What is the purpose of these interviews? If she's getting paid, kudos to her. Hopefully she can build herself back from those interviews. But if she's not, there is no purpose of going to tell Tom, Dick, and Harry, about this situation. Now I'm going to show you some clips of the questions I posed in the beginning of this video.
By this time, like around the time that he stopped responding, that's when I told you, I was like, oh, well, he's not responding. I'm not stupid. I know what it was. He was I'm texting him hateful things, like back at like 3 something in the morning from doing, finishing her job and stuff. She's like, Alex is still in the car, but her son is in the house, sick as so. When she realized, something ain't right, she went to go check on Alex. She said that, the window was cracked. He wasn't. So that's how I found out that he died. So when I went up to the hospital, it's mind you, I told you how I already felt like he was about to die. I kind of just seen it because I was telling him the messages like, I'm worried. Please just come home. Just stay in the house. Like just chill. So, and it was like one of them. It was like one of the moments like you only see on the movies. You go hard way that you don't say shit that you don't mean. Because granted, I didn't know he was already dead when I was texting him this. Also, the other reason why I have not gone to jail, because I told you the FBI, they took a hold of anything that had my name attached to it. They overtook it, but the reason I also didn't go to jail is because his toxicology report came back as nothing but cocaine and fentanyl in his system. And his cousin had also taken a picture of when she found him, and his head was laid back in the seat and he had the bag of coke in his hand. He called Children's Services on me, and this was also around that time where COVID was a huge thing. So at the same time that she was calling Children's Services on me every day, saying I killed her son and all of it and stuff, I'm not about to lose everything, So I chose to go to work because I didn't have nobody who could, do that on camera time. I chose to go to work, keep my bills paid, keep a roof over our house, and I'm like, okay, it's cool. I graduated from online school. So I'm like, you know what? Go to work. I'm going to teach them the material when we get home. They're going to miss the on-screen time, but they were turning in their homework. But because it was the on-screen time that, they needed to have, they filed truancy. So, of course, when truancy is filed, Children's Services is notified. So Children's Services went to court. They was like, well, she has all these calls on her, although none of them were open cases and they were all found to be false or, nothing concerning was happening. there was like, oh, well, she has all these false calls or whatever, and now she has truancy. Something has to be going on. Take her kids. So they took my kids, stupid stuff like that, and then she would call them and lie, say that my son had cigarette burns, and like when I tell you, it took me a year and a half to get them back.
Oh, wait. I remember that the girl downstairs had called CPS on you too.
Yeah. So she actually was
and then you
my
said
best
she
friend.
Died? She dead now too?
Yeah.
Guys, if you enjoyed this video and you would like to see the full episode, go to Neek at Night. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications.